Hi, I'm Fran Chismar, and I am the Sultan of Sales at Pinelands Nursery and also the co-host of the Native Plants Healthy Planet podcast. Today, I'm taking a hike through Crystal Lake Park in Burlington County. This is one of my favorite places to hike, especially this time of the year. One of the reasons why I like this, it's kind of like a little hidden pocket. Even though we're in the coastal plain, this is definitely more of a Piedmont mix. And the topography is way different. It's much more hilly than what we're used to seeing at this place. So you can see we have native rhododendron behind me, native stands. There's beach stands. One of the things I love, especially this time of the year, are the ephemerals, the mayapple and the jack-in-the-pulpit and skunk cabbage. There are huge valleys of skunk cabbage, and it's one of my favorite places to visit. So, but part of the reason I'm shooting this video is not just to praise its glories, which it should be praised, but as I walked, I just happened to notice this out of the corner of my eye. And the winged branching just happened to catch my eye. And this is winged euonymus or burning bush. So, and this is not native here. This is introduced, and a lot of people will argue that burning bush is not an invasive plant. So as I walked a little bit more, I just happened to notice a little bit more and a little bit more of all different sizes. You can kind of see it in the distance here. This caught my eye, and as I was walking up to it, you can see the winged bark here. I just happened to look around, and there you see much more mature stands of this. Now, the nearest house to here is a good mile away. I mean, we're not close, and we're not talking in development. This is more of a rural community. So this has escaped our landscapes and ended up in our natural places where it doesn't belong. So in the 80s, this was used very commonly as a landscape plant for hedging because it has this brilliant fall color, and it's aptly named burning bush. It's a great marketing name, but back then we didn't know what the damage would be. The wildlife hadn't adapted to it yet. We talk about this all the time with evolution, that the wildlife has to evolve to learn to feed off of a plant. So here we are 40 years later, and we're seeing the damage. Now that some birds have learned to eat it, they're carrying the seed and it's ending up in our forest. And you can see what a beautiful area this is. The mayapple are coming up, and these kind of things are in danger because of this. And this thicket will get stronger and stronger over time. It's just starting to take a hold in the area, and there's multiflora rose, and there's some other invasives in here too, but it's really starting to take over and hurt a natural area like this. So it's important to realize these issues that face us and know what it is that we're looking for and be able to do something about it. So the best thing you can do, if you have burning bush in your property, remove it if you can, and replace it with a native. You don't have to take out anything that's not native. Just identify the invasives, and then that is a good step to move forward for our ecosystem. It's an important step to at least identify it and understand, so we know as we move forward.